Hello all, welcome to the channel and welcome to the course on data structures. In this lecture series, we are going to discuss now about insertion sort. Insertion sort is a very beautiful technique in data structures. Let us understand the basics first and the concept. Suppose we have a given array as 11, 6, 5, 2, 4, right? Then how the insertion sort will work? Suppose it will start by comparing the first two elements, suppose 11 and 6, and see whether they are in ascending order or not. If they are in ascending order, then it's fine. If they are not in ascending order, then we will try to put in them in ascending order by um, keeping it. Suppose now, so we have swapped the element. Suppose 6 is swapped by 11, then 6 comes first, then 11, then 5, 2, 4. This is the order. Now we will keep this 6 in a different array and save it for future. Now again we will compare the next two elements 11 and 5. So again 11 and 5, 11 is greater means this is in descending order, so we have to put in ascending order means again we'll be doing the same 6, 5, 11, 2, 4, right? So we have the various passes. In similar manner we'll be going to again iterate over the array and see whether they are in descending order or not, and come forward and store in a, suppose 5 is again stored in a same array which is 16 stored. So now in the similar manner we're going to proceed, and finally what we're going to get the result is 2, 4, 5, 6, 11, right? This is the final array we are going to get. So in this way we have the technique known as insertion sort. We'll be going Now we will going to see a program of the C++ language of the same. So let us start. Okay, now we are going to include a different header file here, which is limits.h. Now we are going to declare the function void insertion sort int array int function declaration int main. Yeah, 50. Item and index cout how many elements do you create array. int I. To 0. I plus plus for loop start for entering the array elements. Now here we have done the function calling. Now again the sorted array should be produced. Ami, could you please be silent for a moment? I am recording the video. Could you please be silent for a moment? The sorted array for I equal to 1. Why 1? Because we have passed the iteration, right? I less than n. In the above case also we have made a mistake. Here it is 1. I plus plus C out AR of I. Okay, so main forum have been done now. Now it's time to start the function definition. So now here what we have done is we have declared two variables j and temporary, and now what we are going to do is we are going to declare the first element ar of 0 is int of min. Means what? Whatever be the minimum value should be stored in the first array element, right? Now we will run the for loop and I equal to 1, I is less than equal to size for temporary equal to ar of I, right? So we are swapping the elements and we are storing in the elements of the array in a temporary variable one by one, right? And we are denoting the value of j as I minus 1, so that again uh, uh, we have now run the loop. We are going to run the loop while temporary is less than ar of I, ar of j plus 1 equals to ar of j. Means what? Ar of j plus 1 is equal to ar of j minus minus, right? So we have declared now ar of j plus 1 is equal to temporary variable, right? ar of j plus 1 equal to temporary variable cout array after pass, right? So what? The array after completely filtering out the ascending and descending order and making the array into ascending order after pass is for int k equal to 1, k equal to 1, k is less than size k plus plus c out ar of k. So now let us understand the program. What we have done is we have first understand the concept, right? The concept is pretty much clear. Now when talking about the program, so we have initialized the function as insertion sort ins sort, and then we have initialized the variable ar50, an array of 50 elements, item and an index, right? Wait, there is a small mistake, right? So now how many elements do you create array? So n elements will be created with the array. Enter array elements for which we have run a loop and enter the elements of the array. Now we have simply applied the function, right? Now after applying the function definition calling, we have said the sorted array is by the loop we have entered the sorted array here in the main function, right? On the definition part, what we have done, the definition part we have done is we have input two variables, namely an array of size n and an int size. Then integer we have declared the two variables, namely temporary and j, for which we have initialized the first element with the minimum value of the array. And for int I equal to 1, what we have done, we have uh, processed the loop as storing the value of assignment. This is assignment operator, right? So it is storing the value of ar of j in temporary variable, ar of I in temporary variable, and then j is I minus 1, then changing the value of j from I to I minus 1, because initially the j was not initialized to any value, means it is 0 or something, right? So then j is I minus 1 and I is initially what? In the for loop I is 1, right? So j is I minus 1 means j is 0. Then while we have initialized the loop temporary is less than ar of I, then up to that mark what will be doing, ar of j plus 1, so 0 plus 1 means ar of 1 first element equals to 0th element, and we will check, right? And we will decrease the elements one by one, j minus minus. Then what we have done, whenever this loop satisfies the condition, then the condition, the cursor or the loop, the forward, that the pointer comes out of the loop, and then it moves to the next line, and which is ar of j plus 1 equal to temporary variable. So j plus 1 means 0 plus 1 1 means temporary variable stored the value of j. So then array after pass would be this simply, right? So now it is quite simple. So I hope you understand the program for the insertion sort. In the upcoming lecture we will going to discuss about bubble sorting. Thank you so much.